Hi, Virgo. So let's take a look. So at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords, and this is a card that comes up when we feel like we've been betrayed, or the truth comes out about something, and we feel it's that feeling where it's like you find out something that someone has lied to you, or something negative where you feel like someone you trusted again betrayed you, and it really, in that instant, it's like all of a sudden the entire relationship, and whether it's a romantic relationship, a business partnership, a friendship, a family member, it's just like everything seems like a lie. You know what I mean? The whole relationship feels like a lie, and in that moment you can just be like, I'm never talking to this person again. And lots of times, if you can talk to the person and some time has gone by, those initial, like, sort of visceral reactions can calm down, and it can be okay. But what also can happen is that we can carry that with us, and it's like always in kind of like that instinct, that fight or flight. It's almost a little bit of trauma, in the sense that we don't want to have that feeling again. So we get hyper focused, whether we realize it or not, about things, and we have to be careful we don't then project that, oh, my boyfriend or girlfriend before cheated on me, and now I'm going to be super suspicious of everyone else I ever go out with, and project that fear onto them because of something that happened to me in the past. And it's human nature, and it's not like it's I think it's like, oh, just don't do that. I mean, I don't even know if I'm not saying I have a way to tell you how not to do that. I'm just saying that this is a theme, and it may be worth considering in some way this month, in some area of my life, in some relationship. Um, am I sort of bringing an experience from a relationship that has nothing to do with this experience? Am I sort of projecting or worrying or carrying that past experience and sort of bringing it into this new situation? So it's just something to think about. Oh, I'm like, wait, we just had the Three of Wands. It's because I'm using two different decks. We have the Three of Wands again. And the Four of Swords. Yes. Oh my God, this is so cool. So you've moved past the Three of Swords to the Four, where it's giving yourself a break, meditating, taking some time out to heal and process. But it's not, it's not the rawness of this three. It's it's sort of like putting in this is an interesting depiction in this card. So putting something to rest, letting it go, in order to, move on. Here's the sun's out in this one as well. Again, your ship's coming in. So really getting that higher perspective about situations that have hurt you. Healing. I'm feeling a lot of healing, and again, just being very philosophical about situations that have happened. Okay, I'm dying to see what these two cards are. Oh my God. The Tower and the World. So, yeah, the end of a cycle. Something this week. Don't fear the Tower. The Tower is necessary, because everything before the Tower in this particular part of your life was false and was not sustainable. So the Tower needs to come along, and will come along and weed out that which was false and was eventually was going to crumble at some point. But I see us working through whatever this is, pretty quickly. Like, oh, it hurt and there's some upheaval, but it's like you're almost instantly able to really reflect and see how it fits into the grand scheme of things, and that it was sort of a necessary part of your life, of the situation. And instead of being so singularly only focusing on this situation, it's in the context of the big picture and of the world, of a whole life cycle. So things are going to come full circle. Things are going to end and be taken care of. And new beginnings with your ships coming in with the 2-3 of wands. Really interesting. Really interesting. So I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck. I feel like leaving it there now. I don't know if I'm just going to... Sometimes it just muddies the waters. So the Knight of Pentacles, slow-moving change in home, health, family. Something needs to change in that aspect of your life. And the Queen of Cups. So I do see this emotional maturity playing out, even though we don't have any Cups cards. The Three of Swords is a card of being hurt. And I do see us dealing with things in a very mature manner this week, really staying centered and understanding it in the grand scheme of things and being able to process it in a really mature fashion. And because we're able to do this, we're really able to, it's not going to, we're moving from the 3 to the 4 in the same week. We're not going to stay here in the fetal position feeling sorry for ourselves. We're going to accept the situation, see it for what it is, and be able to realize it was the end of the cycle and move on to the next one with excitement, because there are definitely new opportunities on the horizon. Several potentially, because we have, 2-3 of wands, so this card carries extra meaning. And we do have 3 threes on the table as well. For some of you, it could be, a third person that's been interfering in a situation. But I really feel like it's more of a, it's sort of interesting. It affects us, but it's almost more of a bigger situation that we're involved in, but it isn't singularly us. And maybe that's why we're able to bounce back so quickly. Again, we're not only bouncing back quickly, we're able to really put it in this amazing perspective and almost use it as like a positive opportunity to then launch forward into a new stage in our life. So good for us. All right, so I will leave it there. I don't need to just keep saying the same thing over and over again. Let me know how this plays out. This is really interesting energy and cards that came out this week. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.